sharp as a blade, sifting through the chaos where the stories fade. Flipping pages fast like a hurricane, clues in the dark, dancing in her brain. She's Kiki, 2025 true crime, breaking it down one thread at a time. Cases gone cold, but she's heating the line, coming in hot with the fresh new eyes. Photos on the wall connect like dots, maps and strings tie the tangled plots. Her mind's a puzzle where the truth unlocks. Every step forward, another tick-tock. She sees what they miss, the cracks in disguise. She's got the angle, she's got the prize. She's Kiki, 2025 true crime, breaking it down one thread at a time. Cases gone cold, but she's heating the line, coming in hot with her fresh new eyes. Zoom in the frame, enhance the grain, pieces come together in a mental terrain. Voices in the silence, they call her name. Kiki's on the case, rewriting the game. Yeah. Kiki's got a notebook sharp as a blade, sifting through the chaos where the stories fade. Flipping pages fast like a hurricane, clues in the dark, dancing in her brain. She's Kiki, 2025 true crime, breaking it down one thread at a time. Cases gone cold, but she's heating the line, coming in hot with the fresh new eyes. Photos on the wall connect like dots, maps and strings tie the tangled plots. Her mind's a
breaking down cases, wonder what the case is. 2025, got the game in the mazes. Thinking of a time when we all got blazed, and we didn't even think about the game being racist. True crime, every day I don't face it, but Kiki 25, baby in the basement. Case after case, she just gotta keep chasing. Taking over the world, she gon' be the one they name it. Kiki 25, the true crime, she gon' solve the world, she gon' change the world, and then she'll be yours. Kiki 25, the true crime, she gon' solve the world, she gon' change the world, and then she'll be yours. Every time she think about it, she be going crazy. Everything she ever dreamed about was always hazy. Taking time to go around the world, it never fazed me. Taking
Hello, my friends and family. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. How's everybody doing today? If you got plans to go eat, if you got plans to go out with your loved ones, with your family, if you're like me, you don't like a lot of crowds, so you wait before or after Valentine's Day to go out, right? Hey, Kathy Gordon, thank you for coming in and modding. Hey, Grace Paris, thanks for being here. Let's see here. I'm going to say hellos today. Daisy Duke, thank you for being a mod. Thank you for being here, honey. Let's see here. Going down. Hello, Teresa. Thank you for being a member. Yeah, what a crazy night. Yeah, it was a crazy night. Y'all probably hear my bird in the background. It's very loud. Hey, Lisa King. Thank you for being here. Kelly Halcombe. Thank you for being here, honey. Let's see here. Hello, Christy Smith. Let's go on down. Hello, Martha Hernandez. Come on in, honey. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. It has been a busy night. Teresa says I've still not been to bed yet. Bless her heart. You need to go get some sleep, sister. Kathy says nothing for Valentine's Day here. I should have 2 of them, Lisa. They are loud. Did you know they're the second loudest bird in America, evidently? Yeah. He's wanting out of his cage, so But the doggies are not all the way up, so we don't let him out unless the dogs are up. And if you hear my chihuahua bark, I've got a food delivery coming, so yeah, she'll be barking too. We're just loud people around here. Anyways, happy Valentine's Day. There's 17 in here. Please hit that like button. It was a crazy, wild ride last night. We're going to talk about some things that's not been talked about, right? Right. Yeah, we are so loud around here. We're just a loud family. There's no way that you can be a family of 7 and be quiet unless, I don't know. I have no clue. The only reason I'm getting to go live today is because my husband's got a few of the babies gone with him today to the fish store. So, yeah, he's got an obsession with saltwater fish for whatever reason. Telling the truth, loud and louder, Grace says. Kelly, you think you guys are louder? I'm literally saying when we go to the beach, we have to. Hey, Zoe, come on in. Thank you for being here. When we go to the beach, we can't get a condo that's next to people. We can't get just your regular motel room. We have to rent a house. That's how loud my family is. I mean, you'd think we were from New Jersey or New York or something, because they're supposed to be very loud people. But no, we're just very loud people. I don't know. You can't, there's no, I mean, you can try as much organization as you can and routine. And I do have some sort of routine, but it gets hard. It gets very hard. And sometimes the older ones are the most talkative. But anyway, I love it. I love it. If it was quiet, then it'd be misery for me, I think. I don't know what I'm going to do when they're all grown up and out of the home. But, anyways, I'm going to pull Lolly up with me today. Let me text her. I'm going to tell her ending link. Putting in chat. We've been on the phone talking about all the things today. But anyways, let's go ahead. Christy Smith says there's 3 of us and we are all loud. See? Oh, at Grace's house it's so quiet. I'm not miserable. It's just I've got to be doing something all the time. Hello, Jacqueline. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Jason. Come on in. Oh, okay. And Jason's came in to make us all laugh. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, Jason, you're welcome to stay, but please let's stay. Let's stay on the subject if you don't mind. Okay. Okay. Let's go over my banners and such for you guys because we are discussing true crime today. And there goes my chihuahua. I knew it. The food must be here. I hope you guys are okay. Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can stop her from barking. Okay, somebody's going to get her for me. Sorry, guys. She's the loudest of them all, the smallest and the loudest. At times, this channel may make use of copyright material in accordance with the Fair Use Act. The Fair Use Act is doctrine in United States copyright law that allows limited use of copyright material without requiring permission from the rights holders under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976, which states allowance is made for fair use of copyright material for purposes of commentary, criticism, news reporting, if I can talk, research, education, teaching, and or scholarship. Okay? And anyone we talk about today, let me go down here. Anyone we talk about today in this live, please do not contact them or their jobs or anything mentioned today in this live. This channel is speculations, discussions, opinions only, not facts. So we are a YouTube channel. We can get some facts straight, but most of our stuff is speculation in our opinion. And this channel, because it is true crime, is 21 and above is what I recommend. Yeah, Daisy. Jason was on the other side, on the phone side. Lolly's on the phone side. Grace is talking about my ponies. Okay, my ponies are my doodles. That's what she calls my ponies. But let me drop this link for Lolly and bring her up. Let's see here. Copy. Please be respectful in the chat. Yes. And also, when I drop this link, this is for Lolly to come up. I will not let any other person up, unfortunately, today, guys. We might do an OPA panel before long. Hey, me and you. There you go, Lolly. If you want to click that, we'll get up here and talk about this. I'm just getting started, menu. You're fine, honey. Welcome in. Let's see. Lolly's going to click that. And we will. Oh my gosh. Now somebody's knocking. Of course. Hey, here we go. Let's see here. We're just going to have a bark fest. You there, Lolly?
Hey, hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Hi, Kaka. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in, Lolly.
You're welcome. Happy Valentine's Day, all my loves.
We need to give them big hearts.
That's right.
And Lolly is also going to be going live later on today on her other channel and doing a Valentine's special. So y'all need to join us there. I'm going to try to be on her panel if everybody's good and quiet somewhat around here. You just never know what the day may bring.
Yeah, I had to send 2 little girls downstairs because they were quite loud.
Oh, I'm telling you. The families, I don't know, is it a full moon tonight?
Probably.
Last night was Friday the 13th. I realized that. So weird.
It was a weird one.
Yeah. Well, some things that I wanted to talk about today. Thank you, Clyde. Thank you for subbing up. We're just here to kind of, do a laid back live, a laid back talk about everything that's been happening with Nancy Guthrie's case. I'm going to go over that and say she is 84 years old. She is the mother of Savannah Guthrie, and she's from Tucson, Arizona. And she suddenly disappeared in the middle of the night. Like a lot of these other cases, people are going missing in the middle of the night. It's very strange to me. She was reported missing on February 1st, 2026, from her home near Tucson. Let's see. It says authorities are treating the case as a kidnapping. Recent developments include the release of surveillance footage showing a masked, armed individual at her door and the discovery of blood on her porch. Family plea. Her daughter, Savannah Guthrie, and her siblings have made emotional public appeals for her safe return, noting her fragile health and need for daily medication. And we talked about that because she, she had health issues, heart issues. She had a pacemaker, right? That was connected to her Apple Watch. She was on blood thinners, evidently, probably blood pressure medication, I would think, The reward for her is the FBI is currently offering a reward of $100,000 for information leading to her recovery. So there you go, guys. Last night was wild. Don't normally don't normally go in a lot of the, I guess you would say, the men's channels, the YouTubers. But when you're going through YouTube and they're covering their boots on the ground, like JLR has been, and Dolly, I ran across it, and I was you on Dolly's too, Lolly, or did you
I
just
had
hear about it?
I had dual screens going, and I was playing JLR because he was making it to the location. Dolly on a different screen I was watching, so that if Dolly, went a different direction or found something different, I could switch it over real quick. So yeah, I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was
so I was trying. Well, I don't know how to do dual screens on the phone, but I usually use my headphones, put one ear off so I can do housework while I listen.
right.
But y'all, I'm worried. I'm worried about Dolly.
Yeah,
I
me
really am.
too.
I don't know him personally, but I know it's been said he has heart issues and things, and um, you know, don't know him, not listened to him a lot in the past, maybe once or something on the Sebastian case or something. But what do you think happened last night? And this is all alleged in our opinion. I mean, do you think we should talk about the things that's not actually being talked about?
Yeah, we'll talk about whatever you want to.
Okay. I just don't want anybody thinking that, I'm spreading false information or anything because we don't know. We weren't there with Dolly,
Right.
you know, but we were I was watching and halfway watching, because I had the phone and the earphones and I just heard it click off and I went and looked. So, but evidently he thought what he was pulling up on, right, was people being arrested. And what was it? What was it, Lily?
Hang on, I'm coming. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm coming. Sorry, I had to go open the door for my dog so she would stop
You're
whining.
fine. You're fine. Grace, I
Anyways,
don't know. I don't know Dolly. I'm just saying as a person and seeing what happened.
right. This is what I said yesterday, and I stand by this. I don't watch Dolly. I really don't. Nothing, I don't hate him. He's just not my channel to watch. But I was watching last night because he was boots on the ground. And when he saw what he saw, I mean, it bothered him. You can tell. My heart broke for him because no one should have to see what he saw. And he said he ended that live. He said he called PJ to have her take that live down immediately because he wasn't sure if he got anything in it or not. Then he came back with another live and he said, I saw what happens after a pew pew is put to someone's head and the trigger is pulled.
And I mean, we're in true crime. Hey TJ. Hey Texas Plain Jane. Anyone else? YouTuber coming in. Thank you for being here. And we're true crime and
Yeah,
you
but
see all the things, but you never really imagine walking up on something.
and he actually thought he was walking up on a SWAT because of all the lights and everything happening, and that was in the location area. He didn't realize he had walked up on a person that was at the house that jumped in the car and was running from SWAT, ended up in a wreck, got out of his car, and pulled the trigger on himself. So not to even be ready and expecting to see what he saw and then see what he saw. And when he came back, I mean, you could tell it affected him. And even though I don't care for Dolly, and that's just my opinion for myself, but yeah, I did say big prayers for him
Yeah.
because no
Yeah.
person should have to see that. And I felt so bad for him.
It makes you wonder, I'm locking my door. Sorry. It makes you wonder, you know, why they didn't have that part. Did they not have enough time to block that other side
No,
of
from
the
what we're
situation?
under, yeah, what we understood when we started looking into it and timing and all that stuff, it had just pretty much happened. They hadn't even had time to get an ambulance there or anything. They hadn't even
Imagine, I
taken
mean,
pictures yet.
yeah. I mean, imagine you're just driving up on location. You're trying to get your subscribers, your members, the information.
Yeah.
And then what if it had been a few seconds earlier?
Oh, yeah. And, think about all the people because Dolly parked in a shopping center and was walking to the other side of that parking lot. What if somebody was walking out to their car when that happened? I couldn't imagine. What if kids were out there? It was
Well,
right by a Culver's. What if they were going to get a malt and kids? Oh, that was a horrible situation.
yeah. And then everything in the media, they were
Yeah.
talking about all the traffic stops were connected and blah blah blah, all this, and now it's all gone.
Yeah. And
Like,
unless it was a post made by somebody, media wise, but like the newspaper article, the TV article that or the little presser from the TV stations, those have all been taken down from what we're finding.
yeah, it's so weird. Like, I don't know, man, but he had took two streams down too, and I understand the one, but I hope he's on his way home or something.
That
Not,
I've heard he is. I've heard he's done with that search. It got him.
yeah, yeah, and I've been. I mean, who's to say that if I didn't walk up on something like that, it would affect me? Of course, I'm sure, but when you've been in, say, like an officer, like I have an officer friend, and they just released body camera footage the other day on Facebook. I never even knew that. So he had, now listen to this, he had walked up to a cabin of a domestic abuse situation, okay? And this is a good friend of ours. I mean, we have a lot of law enforcement that's good friends in different counties around here. And the guy came out with
Oh,
a rifle, and shot at him. Okay. And he fired back and got the guy in the shoulder. And now the guy is suing the
oh
county office and him for being
Lord.
shot. Does that make sense?
Never.
But they released the body cam footage, thank God. And it shows he's not, he thought he had been shot, but it grazed him. It went by him.
Well,
But
thank goodness.
yeah, but what I was trying to get at, if you're in law enforcement, you probably never really get used to it, but kind of immune to certain things, I would think. And then I worked in the medical field for years. So we would like, I know this sounds gross, but when I worked in a unit or something, we would sit there and eat our lunch at the desk and watch different surgeries and stuff. It was
Yeah,
just an everyday thing for us. But
yeah.
seeing that
That's
has to be
that's like
totally
being a
different.
that's like being a mom eating dinner and changing a dirty diaper basically at the same time. It's just you do those things, but that's a different category.
Yeah. So, but
And
it
I,
has
I,
to be
I will
hard.
say this. Um my best friend, about 6 months after my son passed, her husband put a gun in his mouth, pulled the trigger right in front of her while she was watching. She has not been okay since.
See,
She cannot
that's
hear loud voices, nothing like that. She wants nothing to do with a gun. She wants
mm,
nothing to do with being in enclosed places because he was inside their garage. And I mean, it's affected her because she saw that.
yeah, there's something about you would never, ever, ever get over
Mm-mm,
something like that. Ever. I don't care who you are.
mm.
I don't think yeah, it does something mentally to you. No.
It does. And it took her a long time to even go to sleep. She couldn't sleep. She kept seeing things, in her mind. It's just I was I felt bad for Dolly. I did. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of his, but nobody should have to experience that.
Yeah. So sorry, Kaka. So sorry, honey. I didn't realize. We're gonna move on
Oh no.
to the news things that I have. Yeah, if it's too much, please just walk away. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you, me and
Sorry,
you.
Kai. I didn't do that.
Um, let's let's see. I'm gonna pull up some news articles um, and show you guys the latest that I found. But let's all do say prayers for Dolly, say prayers for JLR. Because he's out there. Anything can happen.
Oh
When your
yeah.
boots on the ground like that, anything can happen. And who's to say
I
this
was
isn't
worried. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you're fine. Who's to say this isn't something bigger than what we expect? I believe it involves a lot more than just a couple people, unfortunately.
Right, right. I was worried yesterday when all of those news people had their car parked on both sides of the roads and they thought SWAT was coming to a specific location. The whole neighborhood was packed. Every side street was packed. It's like, how in the heck was that big old SWAT truck supposed to fit up in between two sides full of cars? I was
Yeah,
worried because everybody was ready to go. Nobody was turning off their car. They were going to follow.
that's
I was
mm-mm,
very nervous about all that.
yeah. So sorry to Kathy. Texas says sorry about that, Texas. I should have put a big trigger warning up. I apologize, guys. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I can see being a news reporter, being on the boots on the ground, but I feel like they need to give, law enforcement space to do their work too. Does that make
Right.
sense?
I
Like
agree. Yes. Yes.
they need to have a fine line of stay back, you know, like I
Right.
just
Right. Definitely. Definitely.
and there
I
I
mean,
in my
there's
opinion
one
there
thing
should
to
be
report,
yeah.
but let let them do their job so you know what to report.
That's what I'm saying. Like, in my opinion, I hate to say this, but I mean, I think they need to have more law enforcement and have everything taped up and say, hey, don't come back. You know what I'm saying? You all need to stay back.
Definitely.
this far. But let's play some news articles and we'll go watch some JLR. Are y'all good to watch? Yeah, I know. Me and you, Kiki, JLR said this morning people that were taken last night are not involved. But think about
Now, I will say this. Those people that were taken in last night have not returned home. They are still being questioned. They have 24 hours to hold them, detain them, ask them questions. They can question them for the whole complete 24 hours before arrest are made. They also probably took DNA and they are waiting for that, maybe have to have that to be able to have, even more. But as of right now, there have been no arrest.
what makes no
But those
sense to
people
me.
have not been released. And
Yeah,
they haven't been released, so there's still time to get it all sorted out.
yeah. Hey, Hope Floats, thank you for being a member and coming in. Hope says, in my opinion, I really believe this is bigger than we know. I was listening to Dispatch, and person had 3 homes, so it was multiple SWATs, but today they're denying makes you wonder. Exactly. And I mean, the gray, I was watching Josh on the lab a little while last night, right before bed, and the gray Land Rover, they
Mhm.
literally had tape on it that said evidence and it was in red. So how is it a nothing burger if you're going to go over a car and pull a car? And by the way, if you're a tow truck person, you're supposed to put the car in neutral when you put it up on the road
Wait,
back,
what? Yeah.
but they didn't.
Grace, what are you asking? I'm confused. They don't have the house where taken from taped off? Huh? Are you talking about
They
the
don't
people
have
in
the
the
house.
house that they had taped off last night? Is that what you're
Yeah.
asking me about? I don't know. I'm not sure what she's asking.
Hope says we need to do some digging into somebody. Look at that comment.
Hopefully. Oh, yeah. No. There
Yeah.
was some illegal stuff happening with him. The 2 that were taken in, yes, the mother and the son were taken in. There was the man that um earlier before even dark, JLR, he pulled in as they were coming out of the apartments with a guy. And so there's 3 people that are still detained at
Oh,
this minute, or
she's saying where
about
they
an
were
hour ago.
detained that the house were is not taped off.
No, they stayed there overnight, most of the night, took all the stuff they needed, and they left, did just like they did for Miss Nancy's house.
I
They
know.
did what
All
they did and left.
that's
No
insane.
tape, no crime scene stuff, nothing. How crazy is that?
That's just like when this first happened, Lolly, with Nancy's house. They left. It
Mhm.
wasn't taped off. There was news reporters walking up to the front door,
Yeah,
right there where the blood was on the ground. I mean,
right. Something
and
ain't
then
right.
did you know yesterday that the pool guys showed up and they were
Yes.
allowed to walk up there and clean the pool?
What if there was some evidence up in that pool? They should have tested that water. Did they get the water? You got all these questions. Why are these people allowed to go up there? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
see,
A
so
neighbor was walking her dog and went up onto Miss Nancy's property looking around. The sheriff guy sitting there looking at her.
what are these things these
I'm
people
like,
thinking? For real. Yeah, Grace says, did you see that? Okay.
oh, the pizza guy.
I
Lord.
don't normally watch different channels, but I have been lately because
Yeah.
okay. Have you seen the video from Benny?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay. Talk to the crowd real quick. I'm gonna try to find it because Okay, you remember the pizza guy was delivering pizza to JLR
Yes.
and it was called Pizzagate or whatever?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, y'all wanna laugh today? Have you seen
Yes.
Vinny's video?
I haven't. Let's play it. Play it, play it. I wanna see it. I can imagine. I love
Oh
Benny
my god,
King. He
I'm go
can be aggravating as everything, but, he's pretty funny when he wants to be.
okay, I'm go I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna go find it, okay? Hang on.
Okay, while she's doing that, I'm gonna make this little comment here, but it's just my opinion. If they get everything they need and they make an arrest, guys, a defense lawyer will have them for lunch because they've been back to the house, Miss Nancy's house, 2 or 3 times now. But in the meantime, people got to walk all over the place. There is no way this is gonna be an easy trial if it goes to trial. And I'm worried about that because you're gonna go in day 1, do whatever you do, and then be done, and then all the news reporters are everywhere on that property. It wasn't until day 6 that they had a sheriff car go sit out there to not let people get on the property. They had 6 days of her property just wide open to everybody. But yet they've been back several times throughout that 6 days. I don't know how any evidence would hold up in a court. I may be wrong, but that's what I'm worried about the most. I'm
It's
afraid.
definitely a hot mess. I mean, I
Yeah,
thought Sebastian's case was a hot mess. It is, but
yeah,
I think Tennessee was a little more organized than Arizona.
yeah. I
Hey,
just
Lucy.
You think I'm right, Grace? See, I've been worried about that because how is that anything they find after day 2, going back to search or whatever, I don't know how any of it's gonna really hold up if it's evidence per se they found.
Okay, you guys, we're ready. Are you ready for this video? It's hilarious. It is hilarious. We are going to be laughing. I mean, it's not, it's not really hilarious, the pizza guy. I mean, it's hard for me to believe that this pizza guy didn't know once he pulled up with all the media and stuff. He
I know,
says,
right?
"Oh, I didn't know it was Nancy's house." Okay, come on.
Yeah. No,
You
everybody's
know,
got news outside their house.
then he walks up to the front door. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna push mute. Do you think I should
Okay.
play music? I don't think Benny would
I don't
care.
think he'll strike you. I don't think he will.
I hope not because this is hilarious.
You got
Thank
your
you for
fair use
dropping.
going, so
Thank
you're
you,
good.
Daisy. Okay, I'm gonna play this, Lolly. This is hilarious. Y'all
Okay, I
watch
can't
this.
wait.
This is Benny Keys. Go sub up to him. This is hilarious.
Hey, Niecy.
JLR news here. We're gonna find out what's going on. Oh yes.
Hang on, Lolly.
Yes, yes. Somebody sent Nancy a Domino's pizza or pizza.
Rewind this.
Look at him.
Okay, there we go. This is
He's
freaking
so
hilarious.
I can't hear anything. Is it just me? No sound. Play it again.
Okay, hang on. This is weird. My computer's jacked up. Okay, let's try it again. Once it starts playing, y'all tell me in chat, 1, if you can hear it, 2, if you can't. Okay? You hear it now?
No.
Okay. Let's try to pull it up again. Sorry. Let's try doing it one more time. Dang, it's so funny. I want to pull it up. Okay.
You know,
Let's try
back
again.
a long time ago, JLR was doing a live outside his house and he was by the palm trees. And Benny made a funny video
really?
behind his mother's little bush tree outside. Benny can be
Sometimes we
funny as everything. You know, you got to have some laughter in it.
We have to. Hang on. Let me pull it up again. Good grief. I swear. Lolly, I'm saving up for a computer. I am.
Okay.
Because
I don't
this
know, though.
cheapo.
Let me tell you, StreamYard's been janky. My chat will freeze, and sometimes my chat goes completely away. I can't see nobody, what they're doing. I have no buttons to touch. It comes back. I think it's StreamYard's awful glitchy. It did that the other night. Brittany was getting ready to close out her live. She couldn't even end it. She had to shut down her computer. So it's not just us.
Yeah. Hey, Danny. Thank you for coming in. Jacqueline. Hello, honey. Grace is wearing me out. I'm about halfway there to getting a new laptop, Grace. Okay. Mine's from Walmart. It was like $189. I'm thinking about another stream service, but I'm scared to try to learn another one, you know? Once you're used to one. Okay,
Right.
guys. Let's see. Give me a 1 in chat if you hear it, okay? Or Lolly, you tell me.
Yeah.
Did somebody order pizza?
You can hear it?
Yeah, we hear it. I do. Y'all hear it?
Was it these guys? Oh, it's one of these guys. Okay, man. Okay, because you know where you're at. You know where you're at.
No, I don't.
Look at the cameras.
Right, is this the Nancy's place?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't know. This.
Pizza.
It was paid for.
Yeah, this is the address they gave.
This is the address they gave.
Yeah.
Domino's. Paid for. What do they order?
Oh,
You
Does it have
should
the
put
name on
a
it?
word
it does. It's Alyssa.
Alyssa?
video.
Pizza.
Yeah. Don't know what. I'm just gonna give him a call. There's gotta be one of you guys out here.
It's got extra sausage.
Or somebody pranked you.
That could be the case too.
Extra cheese.
An officer coming over. I didn't even know he was on the property. That's what's how crazy too.
Hold the dignity.
That's how crazy deputy wasn't even paying attention. This dude just walks up to the door.
I think JLR was a nervous wreck right then.
He was, you know, and it all went back on him.
But the fact that anyone could just walk on the property and the deputy didn't know what was up, man.
Sure.
That's his heart.
Huh?
Are you John?
Am I John?
Yeah.
My name's JLR.
It's where you're from.
My name's JLR.
What's my company?
JLR?
Is it?
Yeah. Somebody's telling me it's for you.
It's for me. I don't know. I didn't order nothing.
Here, hold on 1 second.
Well, that didn't age well.
You can't make this up, man.
This is somebody from Oregon. She says that she sent it to your guys' company. Ma'am, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I sent him pizza from Oregon. That's for him.
Nice.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. What's your name?
Leave the messages on YouTube.
What's your name, man? You got the whole national media watching.
Well, I want my son to too, but my name is Alyssa.
And this is why we can't have nice things.
Okay.
That is so
Oh, man.
funny.
I've seen that a couple of times. I
That
have
is-
laughed my end off, man.
He can be funny,
Okay.
man. He
Whew.
cracks me up when he does fun stuff. He can be a jerk,
Yeah.
but he cracks me up, man.
All right. I'm going to play some of these news. One news thing, and then we're going to move over to JLR and see what's going on. But yeah, he needs to do more funny stuff. I agree, because that, oh my God. And
He's
I
good at
wanted
it.
to do certain. I could probably do some funny crap, I'm telling you, but I'm scared to death that somebody get mad at me. Put me on blast. I could be funny. Could be funny. Oh man. I told my son he needs to go on YouTube and do things, crazy stuff, you know. But
Yeah.
anyways, I thought about putting my video up from last night. I was putting my face mask on. I thought about doing that, letting everybody see how awful I look.
There you go. You should. That'd be fun.
All right, here we go, guys. Oh man, we gotta have some fun. But no, this
That's
case, I
right.
mean, it's almost like everything they say they come back on, you know. So let's
You know, this is what, how many times has this been botched up because they did the big, huge, you know, police presence, went into the house and detained the guy, put everybody in zip ties inside the house. And it turned out the guy had nothing to do with it. He was just a DoorDash driver.
Hang on, let me pause
I
this.
mean, this is
I know,
kind of
because like, I mean, like the people that have went through. Oh God, Kathy says, "Don't kick you." We already had one to do that. I think, yeah, I think we know who. Anyways, that's what I'm saying. Like all these people that they allegedly falsely moved in on and all that crap.
yeah.
Are they going to be coming back on law enforcement saying, "Hey, you kicked my door down. You
I
tore my
think-
house up"?
Honestly, I think that guy has a legal right to file a suit against the officers and things because that was just done wrong, you know. And on top of that, you got to stop and think, does every person that has a goatee and a mustache, I mean a goatee and a little beard type thing down there, if they get pulled over, are they going to be like questioned and pulled in? That's what JLR was talking about this morning. He said that's how crazy it is. If you're in Tucson and you got that, you know, little goatee and the little mustache going, I mean,
Are
come
you going to
on.
be? Yeah.
Yeah, are you going to be detained like the DoorDash driver and your family
Was it?
be put in zip ties?
Yeah, wasn't he like driving? He was just driving, and he had his his wife and his child, or his girlfriend and his child in the car with him?
He had his mother-in-law in the car with him. She was riding with him because he was doing a delivery and he picked her up from somewhere. But the mom or the wife and the son, they were in the home and got put in zip ties. They kept that man in the back of the police car the whole entire time. They tore down his car, tore it all apart, went into the house, busted the door, the garage door.
I'm telling you,
ransacked their
somebody be
house.
paying for my house.
Yeah, Jacqueline said there might be a lot of guys shaving.
No, that's what I was giggling about. Ain't nobody gonna have no face hair in Arizona.
No, we're gonna all be smooth.
Oh, Texas says, and his life is ruined forever more now because
Oh,
of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Grace
sure.
says they'll fix all that. I know, but Grace, my gosh, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, imagine just sitting in your home.
Right.
Imagine this. You're sitting in your house, and then just boom, SWAT hits you and comes in. Think about
Yeah.
that. And you have nothing to do with it. You don't know nothing about it. I'm not saying these people don't have nothing to do with it. But you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It says, I
definitely.
still think this has to be political or related for Kathy. think I think something. I think something.
Something's not right here, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's play this. This was one that I thought was neat. Something about, let's see, forensic expert to reveal why she believes revenge could be part of this. So here we go. Let's play this. And I need to put my banner up for Fox News. And I got my music. And we'll commentate. I just want to, I don't think I have got to listen to the whole thing, but this was one that I wanted to kind of just pull up for us to listen and, give thoughts. It says breaking down key pieces of evidence in the search. So let's listen to this.
I can sort of review the evidence that we have at the moment that we know, kind of going in reverse. So yesterday, the Sheriff's Department reported that DNA was found in Nancy Guthrie's home, and they were able to identify that it does not belong to her or anyone close to her. Is the way they phrased it. The Sheriff's Department phrased it. That would indicate not belong to her or anyone in her family. So that could be a very, very significant piece of information. Prior to that, we have the description of the suspect off of the Nest Cam. Description of the suspect, male, 5'9" to 5'10", average build. From that same video that we got, we also...
Okay, let's talk about this. They said no DNA from the family, that it wasn't the DNA from the family, right? So, does that tell us that they've already tested the family? Because
I'm
didn't the
assuming
family go
they
in
would
the
have
home?
to, right? Yeah.
So, I mean, think about it. You just walk in somebody's house, period. A hair flies off of you from your head. I mean, you could leave DNA. So family could leave DNA, right?
Yeah.
Just walking in the house and not had even, been part of anything. But I don't understand. Hope Floats, in my opinion, could be son-in-law, but not directly involved, just puppet master, and they're having a hard time with digital links. Hope, I'm wondering that too. Hey, Memo, thank you for coming in. Okay, let's play this. But what do you think? I think they would have to test the family right off the bat to know it wasn't their DNA, right?
Yeah, you would think they would have to.
And Texas says, I just feel strongly that this was not random, in my opinion. I agree, because what do we say with the missing people cases? That 97%, right? It's family or a friend related of the abduction, right?
Yeah.
But you got to also think with the high profile cases, like when there's a lot of money involved, people will do weird things for, a lot of money. So
They will.
But yeah. Okay, let's continue playing.
Also know that there is he's got a backpack, and they have identified the backpack as an Ozark Trail hiker pack. And as I think Morgan Wright was talking about, that could end up being a very crucial piece of information in terms of tracking the suspect down. And of course, none of us will forget the creepy images from that Nest Cam where you had the suspect going out into the front yard, grabbing foliage from the yard and trying to stuff it around the Nest Cam. Of course, because the guy disabled the camera, the last moments that were recorded on the camera were kept and not overwritten. So we were blessedly able to get those images. Of course, from day one, we knew that there was blood outside of the door that we've identified belonged to Nancy Guthrie. That blood is on the front doorstep where this guy's doing his creepy video here. And that blood exists on the outside, but not inside the house. Prior to that, in the middle of the night, her pacemaker gets disconnected from her phone by Bluetooth. And so that suggests that maybe when her pacemaker left the Bluetooth range from her phone was when that original ransom notes. There have been 3 ransom notes sent to TMZ. A lot of questions about that, and probably a lot of caution needs to be considered because, of course, we don't know whether or not there's been no proof of life. We don't necessarily know that the ransom notes have been sent by somebody who actually is involved or just trying to take advantage in a very gruesome way. Let's bring in Cheryl McCollum, forensic expert and crime scene investigator. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the chat. Press 1 if you think it's somebody that knows her well. Press 2 if you think it's just some random crazy, fan or something that's doing something nefarious. One and 2, Lolly says.
I'll explain in a minute.
Gotcha. Does anybody think that it's weird that they just keep sending the letters to TMZ?
Yeah.
I mean, why TMZ? You know what I'm saying? They had to know the layout of the house.
I honestly believe, and this is just my opinion, and that's it. I have nothing to go by than just a gut feeling. Like you just said, Kiki, somebody had to know the layout of that house. Her family knows that layout. Supposedly, if what was said is true, and they had a fight, her daughter and son-in-law, over finances, then I think, honestly, these people were paid to do this and given certain information to help it happen.
Yeah, and if you notice, I played a video the other day of the family in Tennessee where they had been financially taking care of the son for years, and they had talked to him the night before the alleged, he's been convicted, the, unaliving of his parents. He had talked to them in the family, the 2 sisters. It was really weird about finances. They said they were cutting him off from the finances. Wasn't going to, take care of him anymore. He had to get out and get a job and stuff and not go to college so much. And then, boom. So, and I'm not blaming anybody in this case. Let's make that clear. But like you said, gut feeling, that night, did something happen? before she went missing? Did they have a discussion over finances? Also, you notice that Land Rover looks to be new, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Looks newer, the one they towed. Now they're saying there's nothing to do with that Land Rover. That makes no sense to me. Did somebody get, allegedly, in my opinion, did somebody get offered money? Did they get offered, hey, we'll get a car for you? I mean, you don't know. You
Right.
don't know in these cases. They just bought that house a year ago. I mean, a lot of this looks like it is
It's
surrounding some
rented
money.
out. The house is rented out.
The house. Oh.
The house is
Okay.
used as an Airbnb, and these people are doing a long-term stay.
Are you talking? I think Grace is talking about Annie's.
Annie's
house.
house. Yeah.
You're talking about
The
Annie's
one that
house?
was raided last night was the one I was talking about. Sorry, Grace.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, so Annie's house they just bought a year ago, and then the
Yeah.
other was an Airbnb. That was a big old house too.
It was. It
Yep.
had a lot of different people, not just a family, like, living in there.
Yeah. Something, I mean, to think about too. Why is son-in-law not around right now?
Yeah. Where is son-in-law would be the big question.
Yeah.
Because
Was he Italian or what was his?
he was Italian. He was from Italy, and a matter of fact, I read an article where they were stating that, and I don't know this to be a fact, but they did in the article state that Annie had met him while she was traveling abroad. They got married, and then he moved here and got his status to be here.
Daisy says, I got my eyes on tomato and
Yeah.
I mean, you have to think about it because she took what was it called? An Uber to their home, and then he drove her home that night, allegedly, that she went missing. So he left her at the garage door, went down at what? What did they say? 8:50 something, I think.
I don't know. Ask Chad.
It's just really weird to me, and in my opinion. I'm not blaming nobody. Good Lord, please. Don't say I'm blaming. I'm not. But let's listen to what the forensic expert has to say about the evidence that they allegedly have right now until it changes again, right?
Thank you for joining us this morning, Cheryl. So we've had a lot of developments overnight. What can you tell us, big picture, about those developments overnight?
I like what I'm seeing. The first thing that's very encouraging to me is you're seeing the sheriff's department and the FBI working together. You see sheriff deputies holding lights while the FBI is taking photographs. You see them holding up the tarps.
Hang on just a second. Did we not just hear that allegedly they're fighting against one another?
Well, that was what was put out, and one of the leader for the Arizona FBI unit, what is it, the ABI is what they would call theirs, he said they were working well together.
Okay.
Who knows? You know what I'm saying? At this point, who knows? But if you stop and think about it, the SWAT team went in. That is federal.
Yeah.
They can't.
I thought that
they were going to go in on a federal warrant.
And they had to get a warrant, right? to be
They
able
had to have
search?
a warrant to be able to go in and to search. That would be a federal warrant signed by a federal judge. They had to have good cause. So they had to have something prior to entering.
Yeah. Jane
Now-
says that Tomato is supposed to be at the Olympics, but my gosh,
Yeah,
his mother-in-law's missing, so I hope not.
yeah.
I hope he'd be with his wife, but we don't know. My God, man. I thought Sebastian's case was bad, and it is, but I think we'd probably.
Well, there's lots and lots and lots of people putting out information like it's facts, but it's not been proven.
Exactly. And you've got how many news stations there? And they're probably hearing different things from different ends and taking it.
Yeah.
You
That don't mean anything, Grace. What's that?
She don't trust any of them. I think she's talking about law enforcement.
Oh, I was just the federal warrant. I mean, that tells me that the sheriff's office is either working with them or not working with them. But if it wasn't for the FBI being there, none of the things we're seeing happening would have happened, because they weren't happening before.
Okay, I know we're not talking about Sebastian today, but one thing I've been pondering about his case? One thing I've been pondering on Sebastian is the other night when CP was on panel at Queen Bee's with Terry Lynn.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing I was thinking about was you as a parent, meaning Seth, meaning CP, meaning KP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why not work together? Go to the sheriff's department every flipping day together and say, we want the U.S. Marshals on his case.
Because only one parent, I believe, is the only one that wants the United States Marshals to come in.
That's what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
It's very
if you
obvious.
Want that boy home,
Well,
then
the
you
whole
work with the
conversation,
parent.
yeah, the whole conversation that began with Terry Lynn and CP was a lie. And CP went with that lie. He was listening. He heard that conversation. He heard Seth's words, I'm sure. And those words were that he found inside of Sebastian's closet a little ATM that he had built, and he had money put in it. CP gets on panel, and Terry Lynn said, is it true he stashed his money under the mattress? And Chris had to go through that whole spiel. That wasn't even what he said, but it was a lie. And CP embellished on that being a lie. I was like, what are we listening to here? What is this? That
You know what,
tells
babe?
who wants to get the truth out and who doesn't.
Yeah. Grace says Sumner County has to agree to it. Yeah, but if all the parents were working together and we're at Sumner County and saying, I want this done every day, I don't care, knock their doors, knock on the doors, I want this done, and goes to the district attorney, attorney general, whatever, then I think something would be done. But it's going to take them agreeing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But another thing I heard, Grace says not going to happen, I know. Another thing that I heard when Terry Lynn was talking, and like I said, I don't know her, but one thing that made me sick to my stomach, he's a good man. He's a good man. He's good to his mama and his wives. Okay, honey, Did he not allegedly hurt one of his wives or several of his wives? And I'm saying allegedly because we don't know for fact.
Yeah.
But he's a good man.
Bless
Oh my
him. He's
God.
just so respectful. Was he respectful when he told Brittany J to start a shotgun? He ain't never met that woman. That's respectful. He was respectful when, you know, he was telling everybody on panel that he was going to go talk to his daughter because he takes that call every week, and it was Terry Lynn. That's respectful, lying to everybody.
Benny Keys needs to do it. Benny Keys.
It up. It's like, come on already. These people don't know the word respect.
I know what. I need to do a video with a Southern voice and say, he's such a good man. He's such a good man, Lolly. I'm about like, I was like, are you really serious?
Wow.
And then he was trying to be all respectful. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I was like, oh yeah, okay. We can't see right through this crap, right?
Yeah, yeah. And that's why he won't come on my panel, because I ain't gonna stroke that ego.
Yeah, and I've tried. I have tried. But anyways, we got off. Yeah, and she said his wives. Yes. All five of them.
All of them wives he's had.
Is that why he's divorced? Because he's such a good man. Anyway,
he's so good. He got all them wives.
But let me guess, it wasn't none of his fault for the divorces.
No,
I'm sure.
No. None of his fault. Because he's a good man.
A good one. Anyways, okay, we're off subject.
Don't know what she's had in her past to compare him to, but it could be very well.
All right, I'm gonna finish playing some of this, and then we'll go to JLR. We've been on a while, but I love being here. It's just I gotta get housework done too, all the time. Housework.
While the FBI looks inside the trunk, I like what I'm seeing as far as cooperation.
Inside the trunk.
The other thing that's important is you're seeing the tactical side. Everybody showed up at this thing. You've got SWAT, you've got, deputies, you've got FBI. They're all there. They're clearly serving a warrant. You're looking for that backpack, that clothing.
See? So how is that
inside
nothing?
That house? And I think business is picking up. I think this is developing quickly.
And Cheryl, you talked about Sheriff Nanos. He talked a little bit about the DNA found in Nancy's home that he believes does not belong to Nancy. Listen here.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe you found the DNA of the perpetrator inside the house? Do you believe that at this point?
What I believe is, what I know is, we found DNA. And
that was not Nancy Guthrie's DNA.
That was not Nancy Guthrie's DNA. So we'll still work with that, and we're working.
So is he saying?
And Cheryl, that's certainly a significant development to actually find some DNA not belonging to Nancy inside the home, where we believe, based on the timeline law enforcement given us, it was about 41 minutes between 1:47 a.m. and 2:28 a.m. Someone was in that house. Maybe this is a key. And you saw from Charlie's great wall walk there, laying out the pieces of evidence and clues that we have so far to include this DNA. My question to you, because you seem pretty upbeat that we're headed towards a major break. And we just had James Galliano detailing that to get these warrants, you needed a specific direction of what you were trying to get. If indeed that leads to DNA, forensic DNA evidence to add to what was found in the home, is that the big break we're waiting for?
It's going to be massive. In other words, if you can connect something found at Nancy Guthrie's home to this home they just went into, to a single individual, there's your money tree. Those are dots you have now connected conclusively. Nobody's going to deny DNA. We all understand that. So what they're doing, again, you see this precision. You see them walking very slowly through this thing to say, okay, we have a suspect at her front door. We also have Nancy's blood at that front door on the outside. So that means this perpetrator was moving her from the inside to the outside. We have a blood system of evidence that stops at a point. So we know at some point she didn't just quit bleeding because she's on blood thinner. So she's most likely put into a vehicle. If we have any of her DNA in the trunk of that Range Rover, if we have hair, if we have, again, that backpack, they did the right thing by holding up those tarps. And if you watch what they did when they closed the door and the trunk, they put evidence tape on those seals and they dated them and put their signature. That vehicle to them is a crime scene. They did the right thing by loading that up on that flatbed, getting it to another location to process it properly. I'm talking about one hair off somebody's head. So you don't want to try to do anything there at that scene. You want to take it to a, location where you have something that you can take step by step by step, process it properly, bag and tag everything.
So you've got some very sharp observations about that search. Why are they holding up the tarp, trying to conceal it from view from the cameras?
Sure. Well, let's just say the obvious thing. They either have a container or they have a body. They have something that is their main focus. But y'all, we have children and grandchildren watching this from the Guthrie family. You want to respect not just the family, but you want to maintain the integrity of your scene. This isn't for TV. This isn't for everybody yet. They may not know what they have. If they have a container that may contain more evidence, this is all probative. You want this information. You want these items, but you want to maintain, the decorum of what you're doing while you're systematically protecting that family.
Cheryl, you are an experienced crime scene investigator. We love having people with your experience on, not just because you can identify the facts, but because that experience.
But you see that? They're processing it, and Jacqueline makes a good point. She doesn't want to bring it up. And trigger warning, if anybody needs to step away, that if the guy did unalive himself and he wasn't guilty of anything, then why do all that to that car? She's saying that if they taped it off, they're covering everything. They hauled the vehicle off, and then it's a big nothing burger. That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they put the crime scene, they put tape on the doors. I've seen it up close on a camera news channel somewhere, but it said evidence. So she said they either had to have a body, which I highly doubt now from what's being said, or a container or something to be able to get the warrant.
Right.
I know, Grace, it's nothing new, but it's strange. Doesn't make no sense to do that. That's a lot of work for nothing, But we'll finish listening to this, and we'll go to. Actually, do you all want to go on to JLR and see what's going on? See if anything's going on right now. We'll go on.
I've got it on, but there's nothing.
Nothing. Okay, we'll finish watching this then. We'll finish playing this. And then we'll move over to him. See anything.
Experience gives you a gut instinct about what may have happened. I know you don't know definitively anything, none of us do, but based on your experience and based on your gut instinct, what do you think is the motivation here?
Well, I don't think it's money, because they failed spectacularly. She wasn't ransomed the first day, the second day, the third day. They send it to TMZ. They give them 2 separate deadlines to get the money. Savannah Guthrie says on Saturday, we will pay. Well, her mama isn't released Sunday, and then Monday comes and goes in the second deadline. That leaves, for me, revenge. So I don't know what their motivation would be. It's in their head of whatever they deemed revengeful. But to me, that's what we're left with.
That is fascinating.
Truly. Cheryl, thank you so much for that insight. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
So that's interesting. Maybe money was the first motivator and then it fell through. Or maybe it is just revenge.
Right.
Okay. Let's go over to JLR. I'm going to turn the music off. It's annoying me. And he already said that anybody could use his commentary as long as we give him credit. Thank you, Daisy, for dropping that. Thank you, mods. Y'all are doing an amazing job today. Thank you so much. Let's pull him up. Let's see what's going on. If nothing's going on, then we'll end the stream, and then we'll have fun on Lollies. Lolly can tell you about that here in a minute. Let's pull JLR up. Credit goes to JLR Investigates. Please go sub up to him. He's boots on the ground. Looks like a lot of media still, and he's at Nancy's house today, isn't he?
Yeah, he went to the other house. There was nobody there. There was nothing happening. And so he went over to Nancy's house. And this weekend, he was supposed to be driving through the foothills and everything. But with what happened, he said, you know, he was just going to hang there. Yeah, look how far down those cars go. And then right to the right of where his camera is, there's a road straight across. There's cars all down that road and all back behind him as well. There's a ton out there.
Think about if they needed to move quickly.
For guest one.
That's crazy. Can you imagine how the neighbors feel right now, though?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Say it out loud.
What do you think about those women that were bringing flowers yesterday up there?
I believe
they were dropping off flowers. There's a couple of,
from what I understand, I believe it's neighbors and friends of hers and people from her church there that are doing that little area.
No, I seen a thing where it said something about they were talking to one of the church members. So, did you see that? Haven't heard anything else about it, and I can't find it now.
I haven't heard that. I know Miss Kathy the other day, it was yesterday while they were waiting for the SWAT to happen. He goes, "Oh, what's this coming? What's this coming?" And as it passed by, it was Chicken and Waffles food truck. I was like, they're going to start serving the media now.
Shoot, I wish I had my old food truck there. Because I tell you what, it'd make bank right there. I did burgers on mine.
That's funny.
Yeah. Prices of the food were so expensive, I had to shut it down, though. Can you imagine how tired they are out there too? I mean,
Oh man,
it has to be
JLR
hot there.
he was out there on scene. He said he only got about 3 hours sleep, 2.5 to 3 hours sleep, or 3.5 hours sleep last night. And he was back out here. I think there was maybe 2 people there when he got there this morning. Food and potties. Yeah, the guy that was riding with JLR last night for the SWAT. These ladies were talking to him that was from the area right close by, and he's like, "Could I go to your house and use your bathroom?" She's like, "My house is on the other side of those mountains."
Oh my.
She said, "But
Could
if
you
you
imagine
take—"
just letting anybody in your house after this has
I know,
happened go to the
right?
bathroom?
She told him, she said, "If you take a left and go down to that new construction area down there,
Ugh.
they have a porta potty out there."
Yeah, because if you let one media person in, then they gotta say, "Hey, can I use your bathroom?" Can you imagine how
I
many
know,
people
right?
would want to?
And JLR went to get coffee yesterday, and at the Circle K, he said something about, he said, "Hold on." He said, "I'm gonna lay my stuff right here." He said, "Will you watch it? And I've got to go to the bathroom real fast." And he come back real quick, and he said they told him no public restroom. I'm like, "Oh, where are these media people supposed to go?" Right, right,
DJ
Grace?
says they gotta think of like truckers have a soda bottle. Women can't do
Yeah.
that. Let me tell you, TJ, Amazon makes Amazon makes these things for women. Go search it. It's hilarious. I research everything, like for trips and stuff. Think about it. I never done it, but I mean, if you're in a bind, you can order things. Picky, those things that girls can. Yeah, yeah, TJ, it's hilarious. All the constructions like to have one. You could ask her if we go on the side of her house also.
Yes, he did. He did. I forgot about that. He said, "Or a place I can go outside." And
Oh my
and JLR says, "Well, that's just too much information there." I was laughing so hard. That was the funniest thing for the day.
Grace said, could you imagine squatting down as a woman in a
Yeah.
cactus?
Mm. No, no,
Yes, they need a
no.
5-gallon bucket with cat litter and trash bags.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
You
Man,
know,
if you're a man,
they
it's so easy to go to the bathroom, right?
it is. It is.
Memo says it would be my luck. I'd still pee everywhere.
Right? That would be me too, Memo.
Oh,
Yesterday when I'm doing this 6-hour
oh
stream, it
my
was like
gosh.
I had to go to the bathroom, and it was really at the suspenseful part of it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I can't. They go, "Run real fast." I'm like, "Y'all, I have to go down the stairs, through the laundry room, through the dining room, behind the back of the living room, and then down the hallway to the other end of the house to get to the restroom. There ain't no hurry up because this girl ain't
Teresa
running."
says wet shoes, nothing worse. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Sounds like we've all attempted that at one time or another.
Oh my word. Have you ever been on a trip with your kids and them be sick with a virus?
Oh, yes.
A stomach
Oh,
virus?
yes. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. I had
About 3 years
2
ago, we
little
went
ones.
to the beach. Ev- Everybody caught the stomach bug, you
Yeah.
know. So get this. On the way back home, one of my little ones had caught it. And she was so bad that I had to sit in the back of the car, and all I could think of, let's get home to where we know the doctors, you know?
Right.
And so we had to stay in a motel just for a few hours till her stomach calmed down. But it was so awful that, you know, I needed to get home. So as soon as we slept, I didn't even sleep. I let her sleep a couple hours. I said, let's get home, baby. And so we got home, thank God, but I never want to go through that again.
Right. We were at my mother-in-law's and we had to get back because he had to go to work the next morning and he had to go catch the boat, you know? And so we had no choice but to leave. And the two little ones were just a puking up a storm. And I'm like, oh my God, this is not going to be fun. And she gave me emptied out 2 oatmeal boxes, you know, the containers that for the oatmeal. She
Yeah.
gave me 2 of those. She gave me a ton full of Walmart plastic bags and stuff. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
3-hour car ride is gonna take us, you know, almost a whole day to keep stopping." It was miserable, and it was
Well,
raining,
it
so you
takes
couldn't
us
roll down windows. It was bad.
So we're already 30 minutes in.
it takes us at least 6.5 to 7 hours to get to a beach.
Oh,
So that I had garbage bags, and I was
yeah.
like, just drive as fast as you can. Let's get home.
Yep. Yeah, it was, you know, life with kids. Yeah, it happens.
But the worst part about it was that when I was sick, because I'm in control of everybody, and then we had my son's friend with us, which was 25.
Oh,
Okay,
goodness.
and bless his heart, walked in the bedroom. He's got a towel over his head. He's got a
Oh.
bucket in front of him. And he looks at me, he says, Miss Christie, can I get Gatorade? And he's 25 years old, you know. I'm like,
They
poor
turned into
baby. I
babies.
said, come here.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm talking not only my whole
Yeah.
family, but
But him
also my
too.
21-year-old. And then this
Uh,
25-year-old that, you know, I don't know very well, bless his heart.
yeah.
So the first person, who was the first person to get it? I forget. Oh, I know who it was. It was my littlest one. Me and my husband was just laying in the bed, and she was between us. And next thing I know, you know, it's the worst thing to get woke up, right? Woke up in
Yeah.
the middle of the night, and you hear bleh, and it's all over the bed,
Yeah. Yeah.
all over the back of my neck, and I'm like, oh my god, you know.
Yeah.
Thank God we had a shower, and we're in a house, and we have a washer and dryer. Because I just got up,
Right.
stripped everything, put her in the shower.
Yep.
It was bad, awful. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
want a motorhome, TJ. But even with the motorhome, we'd drive each other insane. Danny says, I know people want to see what is happening, but why stand in front of the camera?
Right. Now, there were some people yesterday that would ask him, would you be okay if we did a quick news report right here in front of you? He's like, yeah, go ahead. Of course, he's going to say yes because he could hear everything they were reporting.
Yeah, he's getting all
So,
the deets.
yeah, he was getting all kinds of details. He would walk around
Or,
sometimes and he would stop by people doing their interview and just listen to them.
or doesn't he say the Mott's applesauce
Yeah,
or something like that? I
yeah.
don't know.
He's so quirky.
Grace says,
Like
hop on a plane. I
like I
would have
said,
hopped on a plane, Grace.
yeah.
Go ahead,
Like
Lola.
I said about Dolly, JLR is not my person to watch just on an everyday basis or anything. But when it's boots on the ground, those two guys, they go. I got to give them credit where credit's
Yeah.
due. because we wouldn't
Yeah.
know anything about this area
I
if it
would.
wasn't for each one of them being there.
Yeah.
Good guess, right?
And I tell you, if my family, you know, if my family could hold down the fort while I was going, I would go.
I
I
would
wouldn't
have.
fly.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
I'd drive.
Yeah. Matter of
I do
fact,
not like flying.
there was an on hold of whether I was going to be able to go or not just a couple of days ago. I would have been there last night if it would have all worked out,
Oh
but it
man.
didn't work out.
Well, it doesn't look like anything's going on at all,
Nothing really. Nothing at all,
guys.
really.
But sub up to JLR. I'm going to get off here and get some clay.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you hanging out with me, Lolly.
Yeah.
We'll have some fun. Let her explain what's going on tonight on her channel real quick, guys, and you all come
Okay.
over there.
Yeah, we're going to go on my backup fun channel, whatever we want to call it, What the Fuss. I'll put a post out a little bit later. Kiki, you can share it on yours if you want to, so all your people can know. It's just going to be fun stuff. It's not going to be serious unless something changes and happens big time with Miss Nancy's case. We're going to be over there on What the Fuss. It's a fun Valentine's thing. We're going to ask some questions, let everybody answer, see how everybody's so different, watch a couple of funny video type things, just hang out, have fun. So if you got nothing to do and you're tired of true crime and drama, come hang out with us.
Let's go have some fun.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about Sebastian on my channel on Monday. Like I said my next live would be about the Texas Roadhouse and stuff. But I think I'm going to do it on Monday. So y'all join me there. I'm going to try to do every day, you know, every time I come on from 2 to 3 to 4 in that area. That's usually my span where everybody's kind of calmed down, you know. I can get some things done. But anyways, thank you guys.
All right.
Love all y'all. Thank you for modding today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for becoming members. Share this out, guys. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if we can get me to 1,000, that'd be amazing. Amazing, guys. Just tell everybody. But
all right. Well,
love
thank you for letting me come hang out with y'all.
Yeah, thanks, Lolly. And we'll see you over on your side tonight. And if I can't come up on panel, which I hope I can, maybe I can, you know, I'll just have my headphones on listening.
All righty. Love y'all.
Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
$500 children in Tennessee. It's a mighty long way from you and me. 500 children, they're gone every month. I ain't never seen numbers like that. What could be going on? My goodness gracious, and we working hard to get you back home. Working